2021, here we come. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So right now, looking at this current Bitcoin price action in a 4-hour time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin just made a new all-time high. We are actually above 30,000 price level at this current stage. So now the question is the trend going to continue further in an upper direction, or since the price has now came across this psychological target area of 30,000, are we going to see some sort of a price pullback? Because if we look at this price structure starting from this November-December month from 2020, guys, I want to show you a very interesting scenario. If you monitor this price boom in here and look at this scenario here, you can see this was a very nice symmetrical triangle breakout scenario, right? The price was able to break out of the upper line of the symmetrical triangle. We had a really nice move in an upper direction. Similarly here, we formed another symmetrical triangle, and this breaking out of the upper line of this symmetrical triangle led to another massive move here in an upper direction. And look at this, guys. This here was also a symmetrical triangle scenario, and once we were able to break out of the upper line, it flashed another move in an upper direction, just like here, right? So now the question is, since the price is also heading in an upper direction, is it going to continue, or are we going to see a similar price movement just like here to form another symmetrical triangle in this manner and see this upward move around this 33,000 price level? So this is one scenario that could be playing out right now for Bitcoin. But if you would look at this in a bit different way, what we can do is I can actually show you guys this simple way, very simple way with the trend line here, and this one here. So if you look at this here, the price did made some sort of a like sideways movement, I mean the consolidation phase. But once we were able to break this previous high structure, you can see here, the price found a really nice move in an upper direction, right? So similarly here, you can see consolidation phase, right? But once we were able to break out of this previous high structure, we had also another massive move in an upper direction. And right now what we are witnessing is also more like a consolidation phase. You can see here, right? We were able to break the previous high structure, and now we are getting this move here in an upper direction, just like here, and also with the symmetrical triangle. This move in an upper direction could actually make a lot of sense until we find some resistance here. We don't know where the resistance is going to be, because this is the fact, right? Nobody knows. But what we can see here, this is exactly what happened here also on the past Bitcoin price action, along with the symmetrical triangle, and also looking at this with a simple trend line area. But now what I'm actually going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to include the CPR analysis. So now if we look at this price action of Bitcoin along with the CPR, the monthly CPR for January 2021, this target area here to the upside is mind-blowing, because you can see, guys, the monthly R1 target for this January month is around 33,000 price level. The second R2 target for this January month is around 37,000 price level, and look at this, the final no-brainer target is around 44,700 price level. Yes, guys, you heard it correct. This is what the CPR is actually showing us right now. But one thing we have to also take into consideration is that since the price has not touched the CPR line, now this is a virgin CPR. And why is this so important is because the price has always, I would say more than 95% cases, to touch the CPR lines before choosing trend direction. You can see, and now since the price is clearly above this CPR line, and also we are way above it, guys, this is also one thing to take into consideration, because since the price has now left this completely open, indication that, hey, be careful, because now to the downside, this is where we could be getting gravitated around 27,200 price level, the top CPR price target. Since the price is now clearly heading in an upper direction, what we are actually expecting now is the price of Bitcoin to at least test the R1 target of this monthly CPR, which is around 33,000 price level. So this is going to be our monthly target for the January month. You can go even higher if we are going to find support above that. Then, as I already said, 37,000, and also this no-brainer target of 44,700 could be on the line. Not only the CPR line, also looking here on the right hand side, this here is now again a very interesting scenario, since the price has clearly closed above the monthly candle close level from 31st of December. This trend line here, this green line what we are seeing guys, those are the monthly candle close level. So for each and every month, for example, you can see 31st of March, 30th of April, 30th of June, for each and every month this green line area represent the monthly candle close. So for example, you can see here 31st of December, candle close around 29,000 price level. So since the price has now opened above this 29,000 monthly candle close level, this is actually flashing a bullish scenario guys, because you can see here, once the price managed to find support above the monthly candle close level, that has actually gave us a very nice bullish scenario. For example, here as well, once we were actually able to break above this area, this monthly candle close level, it has actually flashed a very nice move in an upper direction, and this is exactly what we are also witnessing right now. And if you want to include this fracture here from 2019, even this fracture is actually showing us that, hey, this final move here, look at this final move here to the upside, and this is exactly what could be also unfolding for Bitcoin, because shorting market, knowing how bullish the trend right now, is not a good idea guys. And also guys, if I would show you this scenario in a bit different way, let's also look at this price action here. So looking at this now in a 4-hour time frame, what I also want to do is I want to add scenario that could be also playing out right now for Bitcoin price action, because if we monitor this price movement here along with this ascending channel guys, this ascending channel has played a very important role. I mean, if you look at this price structure inside this ascending channel, the upper line acted as a resistance, right? Resistance, and right now where we are approaching, this is also an upper line of this ascending channel. So if this is going to be a rejection, you can see we're getting rejection after reaching the upper line led to a pullback scenario here, pullback scenario here. So if this is also going to be a rejection, then we should also be ready to see some sort of a price pullback. But where is the pullback going to be? The question right now, because you can see here to the downside, if you also monitor this movement here you can see the guys, the price was clearly making higher highs here, right? Here as well, price is clearly making higher highs. But if you look to the awesome oscillator here to the downside, this awesome oscillator flashed bearish scenario because this is a bearish divergence, and after that we had this price pullback here, right? And also if you monitor this movement right now to the upside, this awesome oscillator is also flashing a bearish divergence. So that's why I want you guys to be careful, because not only this ascending channel but also the CPR, since this is a version CPR, you can see the top CPR line is here. So I want you guys to also take this scenario into consideration, because since this is a version CPI and we know the price in more than 91% of cases has always tested this line here, the top CPI line, right, before moving or before choosing the trend direction. So that's why I just want you guys to also take this into consideration. So guys, this is actually what I wanted to share with you in today's video. I just want to say you go with the flow. I mean, don't trade against the trend, because right now the price of Bitcoin does looks in a bullish scenario. That's why I would prefer more likely to look for the bullish scenario rather than to the bearish scenario. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to say into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If that's the case, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anu. Bye bye guys.